There's a popular myth that the character of Count Dracula is based on the historical figure Vlad the Impaler, but in reality Bram Stoker knew almost nothing about him. In early drafts, the novel was called The Undead, and the villain was Count Vampire. It wasn't until he ran across the 1820 book by William Wilkinson, an account of the principalities of Wallachia and Moldavia, that changed. The book has exactly one paragraph describing Dracula. It talks about a Wallachian voivode who crossed the Danube, waged a military campaign against the Turkish Sultan, and was defeated. But it bears an important footnote which reads, Dracula in the Wallachian language means devil. The Wallachians give this as a surname to any person who rendered himself conspicuous by courage, cruel actions, or cunning. That's basically all Stoker knew about Vlad Dracula. He didn't even know the name Vlad. He was, by the 1890s, at least in the English world, such a minor historical figure that he only rates one paragraph in a book about the country he was the leader of. It's now much more common knowledge that Vlad Tepes was indeed a bloody warlord who did have people impaled, but again, Stoker didn't know that, and no one at the time connected his military cruelty to vampirism in any way. So is Count Dracula Vlad Dracula? Well, in Chapter 3, the Count describes a Dracula who crossed the Danube and beat the Turk on his own ground. Later in Chapter 28, Van Helsing surmises that he must indeed have been that voivode Dracula who won his name against the Turk. Assuming Van Helsing is correct, then Stoker's Dracula is meant to be the same figure, though the only thing they share is the fact that Stoker thought his name sounded cool. You gotta figure that if Stoker had known about the cruelty of the real guy, he would have included some of those details in the book.